Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, we successfully get all the data from our database and we successfully visible it on here. And also we have successfully completed the delete portion, so right now we can delete it without loading that page. And now in this video, I want to discuss about that edit and the update portion. So it's pretty much easy. I think you already know about it. So first of all, here we have to define that our ID. You can see I have already defined that ID. There is a product ID 2 and there is a product ID 1. So here I define that things in our index. That means here I have defined that part, right? So you can see there is actually edit portion. So here I define that name will be as the edit product and the param ID and the product ID. So it should be redirected to our that I have already created that route. That means that is our edit product with the ID, right? So for this one I have already loaded one of the page as edit product in our component. That is a product and that is our edit view. So now we have to work in our edit view. So here right now I want to open it. So there is our product and there is our edit. Okay. So now first of all I want to get all the things from our employee. So employee edit. So I just simply copy everything from here and now I just simply paste it on particular that position. And also I want to make the things as a PHP. So I just simply define as a PHP. Okay friend, so now here I think you already know about it, what exactly you have to do. So they have the all that field, that is our all that field for our employees. So better first of all I want to define as a all product, right? So for the all product I have already defined one of the route. So that is a route I have defined as a product. So I just simply copy it and now here I define it should be redirected to our all product. Perfect. And then it should be as a product update. So I just simply define as a product update and then we have to define one of the method for the update, right? First of all I want to get all the data. So that is the form. So better I want to do in our create, that means in our product there is a product create, they have the fold, that they have the one of the form, right? So into the form I have already defined all that our fields. So better I want to copy that form. I want to copy that form. So that is a form and on here. So I just simply copy it and now in our edit. So into the edit view here I want to paste it. Like that is our product edit. Into the product edit they have the form. So I just copy everything from our employees, but into the employee they have the different form. So right now I want to change it. Okay. So here there is a form and okay. So I just simply paste it on here. Perfect. So first of all I want to get all the data. So here you can see there is all that form. So right now I want to update it. So if you go to our index, into the index, they have the form, maybe not here. There is a create. Into the create you can see there is actually all that form. So better I want to define all that form on here. So that is our routes, that is our welcome. So right now we don't need this welcome. So that is our create, that means our product create, that is all that form. So I want to update it. So I just simply copy it and edit, I just simply define that product name. It will be as a product code. I just simply define the category, that means the product category ID, and also that is our supplier ID. I define the supplier ID and then the root, and I just make the things every field as a null right now. That means every field I just define as a empty. Okay, there is a photo will be needed, new photo will be needed. I define as a buying price and then the selling price, and also I need another one. Better I just simply copy and here I paste it. Okay, so I just simply paste it in particular that position. So first of all that will be also as a comma, that will be also as a comma. So after the selling price, so after that selling price, that is actually the buying date. So I just simply copy it, that will be as a buying date, and then our product quantity. So I just simply copy it and here I define the product quantity. So right now we don't need this, so I just simply remove it and also do need this comma. And into the product photo, that means here I have defined that field name as the image, right? So now I just simply define as a image, and also I want to define another one as a new image. As I told you before, when you upload new image, automatically our old image will be replaced, and also you can update your product without image. For the reasons when you update without image, then our previous image will be saved. For the reasons here I take another one as a new image. So I have already discussed about that things with you a lot of the time. So it should be just like that same. And also here we have to get our categories and also the suppliers, right? Into the edit page we have to also load it. So for the reasons here we have to also define our categories and also we have to define our suppliers. So that's the things I have already defined in our create. Into the create you can see I have already defined the arrows, the categories and the suppliers. So now I just simply copy it, and after that here I just simply paste two of these. Okay, that means the arrows, that is the categories and the suppliers, because with these categories and the suppliers I want to display all that our categories and the suppliers. And after that is our created. As I told you before, first of all it should be loaded. So here I want to get all that our API and then the employer. So right now I want to pass it in our products, right? So I just simply copy it, and here I just simply pass it with the ID. So when you pass with the API products with the ID with the get method, automatically it should be redirected to our products and the products controller. Into the products controller it should be redirected to our this show method, right? So here I just simply pass it, and after that there is our date form data, that is our catch console. Okay, so now after that also we have to load which things. We have to load our categories, we have to load our suppliers, right? So we did the same things. We load it in our create page. Into the create page you can see I load it with the created method with the exas get and category and the exas get and our suppliers. So it's just like that same, but I just simply copy it, and now here in particular that position, after that I just simply paste it. Okay friend, I hope you can well understand about it. So better for you better understand, I put some of the note for you. It will be as a category collected. Okay, and then it should be for our supplier collected. Okay, it will be for our supplier collected, and then our file will be the same. So that is our file, and first of all it should be checked if is that size is less than 1 MB or not, and after that it should be loaded. Okay, it will be loaded on which form, that means a new photo. So here I define that new photo as a new image. So I just simply copy it, and now I just simply define as a new image. Okay, and then it's one for our update employee. So I will do that things later. So right now here I define our API product, and it should be redirected to our product controller into the show method. So into the show method I want to get only that our one of the specific ID data, right? So I did the same things in our employee controller. So better I just simply copy it, and now in our product controller here I just simply paste it. So now I just define that name as a product, right? So I just simply define the product. Now I want to get our specific one ID fast data. That means I want to get it from our products table, right? So that is actually our products table, one specific ID data I want to get. So I just simply define our products table name, and I take the things with this variable. So now we have to pass it with a return JSON, and here I just simply pass it. That's all you have to do, friends. So that is our show. We get all the data, and then when this page will be loaded, automatically our created method will be activated, and with the created method it should be loaded all that our data. That means all that our products a specific one ID data, and also it should be loaded our category, and also it should be loaded our suppliers. Perfect. Now let's check this out. If you click on the save all right now, I just click on the save all, and now if you go here, refresh it. So now that is our ID. So here I want to open it as a product 2. So click on the edit. Yes, you can see without loading that page, all the data is now perfectly loaded. And here you can see our product name is loaded. That means the 2 ID, product name is loaded, product code is loaded, category is loaded, suppliers is also loaded, and also there is a root and the buying price. Every data is perfectly loaded. And here one thing, friend, in Vuejs that is very much interactive. One of the things in Laravel, if you want to make that things as a selected, like for this product I have selected as a this one, you can see automatically when this ID is loaded, automatically this category is loaded. That means this category is selected. And also for product 2 I have selected as 11, that means 11 Aryan, and automatically you can see this is loaded. So in Laravel you have to define that part as a when our ID will be matched, then it should be marked as a selected. So here you don't need to do anything. In Vuejs is very much interactive. Like you can see there is a product 2, I have selected this one. So now if you go to our all product, like this product for product 1, if you click on the edit, And you can see for this product one, I have selected as a 11 football is automatically selected. So here you don't need to do anything. That is also selected. That is also every data is perfectly now visible for our edit page with our specific ID, right? How much interactive it is actually view. So if you actually inhabit it with the view, then I think you will like it so much. Okay, so for the reasons here I defining it, and also now I want to update it. So if you want to update, I think you already know about it. Should be become very much easy for you right now, right? So that is our method. So here we have to define as a product update. So I just simply define as update. That means the product update method, and also that is the NC type will be needed because they have also one of the images. So now we have to define this method. So I just simply copy it, and now here you can see that is actually the method as a employee update. So I just simply change the name as a product update. So for the product update, what exactly we have to do? I have already defined that ID into the API. I have already defined our product, so I just simply copy it, and now here I define that product with ID, and then it should be push that out will be redirected to our index. That means the product index. Okay, and then that is actually our error. And here when you exist with the patch with a specific one of the ID, then automatically it should be redirected to our API product controller into the product controller, that is the update method. So it should be redirected to particular that positions. Okay, so now this update method it should be just like same in our employer. Here I have defined that, so better I want to copy it. So I just simply copy everything from here. I just simply copy it. So that is all. I just copied, and now in our product controller here I just simply passed it, and now I want to actually customize it as per our demand. Okay, like here I want to customize it. If you go our edit, into the edit, I have already defined all that field, like that is our product name, that means our database all that field name, right? So I just simply define as a product name, and then will be as a product code. So I just simply define as a product code and pass that request as a product code, that is a product name, and after that there is a category ID. So I just simply define the category ID, and then we have to pass that supplier ID. So I just simply define the supplier ID, and then root. So I just simply define that root, and then the image and the new image I will do that things later, like there is a buying price. So I just simply define as a buying price and the buying price, and then the selling price. So I just simply define that selling price and the selling price. Also I need another one, so that is a selling price and the buying date. I just copy it, and here I just simply pass our selling, that after that selling there is a buying date and the buying date, and after that there is our product quality. That means that here I have to define the product quantity and the product quantity. Okay friend, so here I have defined all that our database field. That means that's all that our product table field, right? So here I define all that field, and after that I take one of the variable as the image and request our which image. So for the new image I define that name as a new image, right? So I just simply pass it. So here I just simply pass our new image, and when this image will be perfect, the position will be enough same, it should be same. There is a mark as this one. That means it should be uploaded that image with this resize method. Okay, here I have already installed one of the package as the image intervention package, and it should be uploaded in our backend. Into the backend I have already created one of the folder, so that is our product folder. It should be updated on here. So I just simply define as a product, right? So I just simply define as a product on here, and then image URL will be the same, will be a specific one of the ID. That means one of the specific one of the image name, and then it should be uploaded with this path, and then I just successfully save it. Perfect. So here after that, if this successfully done, then our film data, that means here our old image. So for the old image I have field data name as an image, right? So I just simply define as the image will be the URL, and I take variable data db into the table, which table I want to get first data. So here our table name as a product. So I just simply copy it. Here I define the products, then our image path, that means image path will be as a image. So I just simply define our field name as the image, and then done unlink with our specific, this field ID will be unlink, right? So I have already discussed about that things with you. After that it should be updated, so it should be updated in particular that position when our ID and our requested ID will be matched. So here I have to defining it. So here I define our image. So I have already discussed about that things with you. In our destroy method we did the same things, right? And else it should be uploaded without image. Okay, so here else it should be uploaded without image. So that is our field, that means the old photo, that is our photo field, that means our field name in our database as the image, right? Here you can see there is a field name as the image, so I just simply define as the image, and then I just simply pass that image our old photo, and then our product. So I just simply pass our product. That will be updated when our ID and the requested ID will be matched. Perfect. So that's all you have to do. Now let's check this out. Now I want to click on the save all. Okay, I just click on the save all, and now I want to check it. So go to our project and now click on the refresh it again. So now first of all I want to check it. So everything looks great. So now that is actually our one ID specific all the data, right? That is our product name, that is our port. So now I want to update that product name. So I just make the things as a 1111, and that is our category. I just change that category. I change that our suppliers. I just put that root, and also here I define as a some of the things. Okay, there is a selling price for education purpose. I'm using it, and then there is our data. That means the buying data date. So that means the buying date. I want to change it. Quantity I define as a 111, and also I want to change that image. So here. Right now I want to use this one. Okay, so it will be automatically replaced our old image. Now let's check this out. If everything okay, it should be work. Click on the save, that means submit. Yes, you can see friend, successfully done. Then that means our product name is updated, code is updated, image is also updated, the category is changed, and the buying price is updated, selling price is updated, and also root is updated. Okay, so here and here, if you go here, you can see our old image is become replaced with our new image. So we successfully complete also that part. That means our right now you can edit it, delete it, you can edit that. So if you want to edit it, then you can also edit it. So but the product, that means here I define as a submit. Better I want to change it. So in the edit, so into the edit, that should be actually the update. So I just simply define as an update. Okay, so I just name it as a update. So I just simply define as an update. Now click on the save all, and now if you refresh it again, yeah, now you can see it's not all update. So now friend, we successfully complete our that part. That means right now we can add new products. So we can add new products. So also our all that product will be loaded without loading that page. You can delete it, you can also edit it from here. So we successfully complete our product part. That means the add product parts. Here most interactive one things, as I told you before, auto without loading that page, you can see our all that category and the supplier is loaded. So all the categories comes from our category, and all the suppliers is comes from our supplier list, right? So we successfully did that work. And here one things, like you can see into the footer actually is not looking great. So better I want to add our theme footer. Like if you go to our theme, into the theme, if you open with our browser, so here they have some of the footer, right? So I want to actually use that footer, then it should be, maybe it should be look great. Okay, now it's actually becoming a little bit plain. So I want to add it. So I think you already know about it. If you want to add it, that is our index HTML. So if you open that index HTML with the sublink text editor, so we define our that part. So we define our that part in our welcome blade, right? So right now we don't need this. I remove everything from here. Okay, because we have successfully done that work. So now that is our index, and if you now go to our that is our root, and that is our welcome blade. Into the welcome blade, I have defined that part. So that is our container part, right? So here I want to use that our footer. Maybe here they have some of the footer link. You can see that is actually the footer link. So that is the footer I want to use. So I just simply copy it. So after that container, they have also another div, right? And then there is a two div. So here you can see that is actually the container. After that container, they have the one div. So I want to use it on here. Okay, so that means There is a container, there is a today. So I want to after this, okay, after this here I want to use it. I just simply paste it. I just simply paste that footer. Now let's check this out. I just click on the save all, everything okay. So now I just refresh it again. So now it's gone here. So that is actually the dev problem. So maybe we have to end it. So like I just click on the cart data from here, and after that one, okay, so here I want to paste it. Now let's check this out. I just click on the save all and refresh it again. Yes, now you can see that is actually the perfect position. Okay, so here friend, I have added our footer. So now it's pretty looking great. Okay, so here that is our things, that is our 3 div. So after that container flood, so here after that 1 div, I just simply added our footer. So here you can see after that container they have 1 div and then the footer. So for the reasons here, after 1 I want to define that footer. So now it's perfectly visible. So I want to change that name. Like here I want to change it our easy learning. So here I define as a easy learning. So I just simply copy it. Okay, so I just copy it, and here I simply paste it. That will be as easy learning BD, and here I define as easy learning. So here I just simply define as easy learning. So now if you click on the save all, and now if you refresh it again, yeah, now you can see it's totally become changed. And this part I have defined in our welcome. So that is our footer part, that is our sidebar part, and that is a top bar. So everything is in our welcome. So right now if you go to any page, like if you go to the employee page, footer is added. If you go to the all employee, this footer is added. If you go to the dashboard, yeah, they have also the footer. So friend, we successfully did that work. So, and also we successfully complete our product part, and here we successfully complete our total product code application. I hope you enjoy it very much. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.